it a little bit so that we're live on Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube at the same time. So give me a second. Just taking some time to let it populate so we can have every single channel all at once. Here we go. And now we're live on Instagram too. All right, so great. So anyway, so today is day 11 of my journey from $10,000 to $20,000 a month to $100,000 a month. My promise today was I had 8 live seller conversations, 3 written off, 3 offers, and what actually happened was that I had 9 conversations and I made 4 offers. So I kept my promise and slightly beat it, right? And my today's funnel numbers are actually I had 0 new leads in total in live conversations. Me and Santi, my team member, we had like 20 it was like 20 25 new conversations today, which is high. I think that's actually wrong. um yeah, no, we actually had 25 conversations today, so that's pretty good. We had 0 contracts, 0 revenue, but basically, we just got to turn more of those conversations into offers and into contracts. So we in total we had about 12 offers, right? Which leads to my first lesson of the day. The first lesson is like, first you got to make offers, right? And offers are important. But once you start making offers, you got to polish your offers, because if you don't polish your offers, then you're probably fumbling, the ball, right? And so big lesson today is I listen over to 2 calls from Santi, which he was given offers, and I kind of broke him down a little bit, and I realized that he wasn't following the sales process. And so usually when you give an offer, you kind of set the frame, right? At the beginning of the call, great, if everything works out well, then I want us to be able to sign something, that says we're moving forward. And are you in a position to do that today? And they say yes, then great. Then you go ahead and start that process, right? But before that, you want to make sure that all the decision makers are there as well, right? And second, that you also dig into the motivation again. So for example, whenever you're going to make an offer, you got to make sure. So I from our conversations, I realized that the main reason why you're looking to sell is because you want to retire. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. Well, how long has this been going for? It's like, well, it's been getting hard on me, for the last 1 to 2 years. I was like, okay, so it's been going on for 1 or 2 years. Wow. And and what are you looking forward to the most? After you just get done with this, oh well, I really want to spend more time with my family, and do things that I like most. Okay, great. So in an ideal perfect world, how would you like this to go down? It's like, well, we get the right offer, we sell soon and we get it done, right? And so this kind of gets them future pacing and gets them in this in this frame where like they understand what their motivation is and why they're doing this, right? And so that helps because when we make an offer, we tie it to that, right? It's like, so this is the offer I can bring you, so that I can help you retire and get rid of all the stress with tenants, termites, and toilets, right? And so um what I realize is that having to reinforce the sales process is very important, because once we get that, we have a sales process that works, and we have higher chances of succeeding when we make offers. And so that's that was a big lesson today, and so um he was jumping straight into the number, right? Skipping the sales process, the motivation. And so I told him the point of the sales process is for it not to be cute, but to increase the odds, right? And so um that's basically what I said. And I think that was a good conversation because he learned, and so we'll see tomorrow whether the offers he makes are tied to a sales process, and we'll continue to iterate. But it's very important. Now, number 4 is a system upgrade. So as I told you guys before, what I'm working on is that I'm going to be sending information back to TikTok that says that the leads that I got, whether they're qualified or not. And to me, a qualified lead is basically a lead that is not on the market and is has been owned for more than 3 years. Why? The reason is because when people own property for less than 3 years, they usually have low equity. And so with low equity deals, I really can't do much. And so I want a property that has, where the seller is getting, can get a lot of money or a significant amount of money, and where I can also make money. So that's I worked on that today. I tweaked some things on Zapier so I can send back some information, and I will be improving that all the way to so that I can give TikTok just feedback on all the leads that it brings me. So that's the goal. And yeah, tomorrow's promise. Tomorrow's $100,000 promise, 100K promise is it's obviously Tuesday, so Monday today was a full work day, so it's tomorrow. So I want to have 8 live seller conversations, 4 offers, and I want to do 30 minutes of follow up focus on the contract sent pile, just like the deals that are at the close to the touchdown line, so that I can get them over. And that's pretty much it. That's my promise for tomorrow. I'm gonna close this up today by saying that I kept my promise. I had 9 conversations and 4 offers when it was supposed to be 8 conversations and 3 offers. And the main lesson is that making offers is step one, but delivering them through a real sales process is step two. That's where you really get to master and sharpen your skills. And so that's pretty much it. So if you guys want to see the real journey from ten to $20,000 a month to $100,000 a month wholesaling real estate, not just the highlight reels, just follow me and subscribe. Turn on notifications for day 12, and I'll see you guys. And if, by the way, any of you guys listening, you guys are doing more than $50,000 a month in your business, and you guys want to talk about what's working in your business, I'd love to have you on my podcast, The Julian Castle Show. So send me a DM on Instagram, or just find my email. You can find it on YouTube, and just send me an email and say, hey, I'd love to be featured on your podcast. I've featured people like Pace Morby, Ryan Pineda, Tom Cruise, Ani, CEO and founder of Glow Tanning, Todd Napola, and many other successful real estate investors and entrepreneurs. So if you want to be featured alongside those wonderful entrepreneurs and be interviewed by myself, then go ahead and send me a DM. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and enjoy.